session. It's all about cord cutting. So we're going to be removing anything that is getting in the way and needs to be removed from you during this time, during this energy. If there's anything that has been building up, any excess, we are going to remove it. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, a place to just hold special and sacred for yourself, for taking care of yourself, for loving yourself, or for getting anything you need to get accomplished during this time, or just falling asleep. That's cool too. Okay. And for all my new babies, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for all my returning babies, welcome back. Mama loves you. Okay. So I'm just going to just see where you're at from an energetic perspective, to see where we should perhaps start. I think the most important thing right now would be to begin by cutting the cords of people that are energy vampires for you. Because I get this need to retreat, this feeling of the hermit, to recluse. So I'm just going to separate their need to suck from you, okay? And just remove that. You do not have to live up to their expectations. You do not have to feed them. You do not have to let them drain you. Okay, that's first and foremost. Now, let's just get into little pieces of the energy that needs to be let go. Sometimes we got too much of a good thing. That's a thing too. Where you have so much energy built up and you don't know how to let it go, so then it just becomes and it turns into anxiety. So what we're gonna do here is just remove that from the space here and just release it from your energy and remove it so that you do not have to worry about that. Now, let me just check in here, okay? Just gonna do one at a time. Okay. Good job. Good job. Now, just opening this pathway up and just allowing, as you exhale, to release anything as well. Okay, good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Great, 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 great. Lovely, 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 lovely. And I just want you to take your time to enjoy this, okay? feel like you don't have it, you do. Feelings and reality, they're two different things. Feelings are beautiful, they can motivate us. We can use them to propel us in different directions. Okay, but the actual feeling itself is just that. Just because you have a feeling, it doesn't make it true. Now, feeling is different than an intuition. It's very different. A feeling changes very rapidly. An intuition is a sense of knowing that is separate from the feelings itself. It just is. You just know it to be what it is. But the feeling can feel on Monday this way, on Tuesday that way, on Wednesday that way. That's how you can work through telling the difference. So in your life, I want you to practice on ciphering between what is your feeling and what is just good intuition. And you practice this by thinking about it in the moment and watching the outcome. Am I not doing something out of fear or because this isn't what I need to do? Because a lot of time you might have the urge to do something and you have a sense of just saying no, shouldn't do that. Or you might have the urge to not do something and you have a sense of like, no, I'm gonna do this. But other times it might be feeling space. You gotta do something but you're afraid to do it. That's a feeling space. That's not intuition. Or the opposite of that can be true too. So learning how to tell the difference, learning how to work with the energy and the elements and these principles of the universe in order to live the life that you want to live rather than just having life happen to you, okay? Couple more breaths here. Removing any old patterns, any old beliefs, anything that no longer serves you, that makes you feel that you are not enough, that there is something missing. No, everything is found within you. And you have to validate that for yourself each and every day. Don't wait until someone validates that for you. Because you're going to have an existential crisis once they stop. Or maybe just a regular life crisis. And you also don't need to constantly validate others. Let them do it themselves. Only share when you feel genuine in sharing, okay? Don't feel like you have to please people at all times. That is unnecessary. It's okay. They can do it on their own. And just relax into this. Okay, so keep breathing here and just finding space in who you are, trusting in who you are, breathing into who you are, relaxing into who you are, and just holding the space for yourself. You got this. You're doing a great job. And things are in your control, even if it doesn't feel that way. It is. Embrace that. Embrace that sense within you. Embrace that. Embrace that sense of knowing, that sense of understanding, that sense of clarity. Embrace that. Embrace that. Embrace that. Embrace that. Good job. Well, family, you did a fantastic job today. I hope you enjoyed our cord cutting session so that you release and let go spend my time doing is actually helping someone in whatever way, whether it's relaxing or more of a spiritual or healing path. It gives my life a lot of purpose, and I really appreciate that. Everything from people viewing videos to all my Reiki practitioners is just really, really lovely. And I want to share just my gratitude and my Patreons too. We're new and we're small, but we're mighty. Okay, just pull some of that out, pulling that out, pulling, 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 pulling. Something that you want to let go, that you want to release, no longer serves you. Don't need to hold on to it. How are you all enjoying this Virgo energy? Virgo is very, very interesting because it gives a sense of order, but because it's astrological opposite is Pisces, Virgos always have at their core this kind of intuitive way of understanding order. So when things are is time to take care of you. Sometimes it's falling asleep. Sometimes it's healing. Sometimes it's just simply relaxing or doing something creative or fun or growth oriented. So, as this is your nightly, daily, whenever self-care routine, relax, because today we have a very special session. We are going to be cutting away negativity, cord cutting, cutting out that negativity, releasing those different connections that might have tried to seep its way into this year. No. We're gonna keep cutting it. And it's just like maintenance. It's like you got a cute new short haircut, but you gotta keep on maintaining it or it's gonna grow out. So we're gonna just keep on doing that, okay? So I'm just gonna start by asking you to breathe in and out. It's so funny. Where I'm at, I can hear the snow melting. And it's just like... So exhale, pull it out. Let's pull all of this energy that is no longer serving us, that needs to be let go. Let's pull it out so you can grow, and let's release it. I know quite a few people feel like this kind of loyalty to holding on to baggage because they want to hold on to anything, just anything. Baby, let it go. And the reason why I say baby, let it go is because you won't get what you deserve, what is really for your highest vibrational good, until you create room and space for this. You won't be able to grow until you make room and space for this. And that means taking that big leap of faith, of letting go before what is for you is certain. That's okay. Take your time. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Pull that out. Pull that out. Pull that out. And if you're new to the community, we include a prayer in the session, and it's not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and a collective. So whatever your faith tradition is, that's your business. Honor it, love it, bring it into the space. I facilitate a space for all to coexist, so feel free to bring what you need and to go on your journey without me or anybody here telling you exactly what you need to believe or feel connected to the universe. That's your business, babies. So let's go ahead and get started. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Take a deep breath in, love. Sweetness. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Inhale. Exhale. May I touch you? Okay. Inhale. Exhale. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, good job. Relax, breathe into this, surrender to yourself. Surrender to your own journey, surrender to your own logic and understanding. And now that you are very open, let's begin to pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out serving you, and then your habits, internal feelings that need to be cut away. Please understand that you enable this energy as long as you consent to it. That means as long as you focus on it, you're thinking about it, you're worrying about it, you're feeding into it. You don't intend to, sweetness, do that. But that's typically how the energy works. So let it go. Even if you do not have a clear answer of what is forward, let the past go. Let's take that off. Let's move that, removing that energy. Anything that someone had or has said to you that does not serve your highest vibrational good. Anything that someone has done to you that does not serve your vibrational good. Anything that you have said or done that does not serve your vibrational good. Let's go ahead and release it and let it go. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some cinnamon out. And I am going to go and just light this up. Okay, cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon. I love using cinnamon. It is so healing. And just breathe in and out here and exhaling and releasing into the energy and the universe of all that you are. And I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to light this up a little bit more. My neighbors are having a party. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the party. I'm just mad I didn't get an invite. Inhale, exhale. Relaxing. Breathing into this. Releasing. Smoothing your energy through. And I'm going to do this one more time. It's still burning. That's why my favorite cleansing item to use is cinnamon, because it really lasts very, very, very long. And I'm using this cinnamon that I got from a Botanica just up the street from my house, because typically I just use cinnamon from, the cupboard from the store. But this one I liked it a little bit more. And I'm going to go in and just do a couple of Reiki symbols here. Inhaling and exhaling. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Anchase shondang, anchase shondang, anchase shondang, saiki. Heiki, saiki, dagyam, ya, dagyam, ya, dagyam, ya, dagyam, ragu, ragu, ragu. Good job. And let's cleanse and clear that energy out. See, it's still going. And that's what cinnamon represents, this longevity, this burning, wow, that continues to flow through our life. So I'm just going to trace your energy here and give you an opportunity to be able to just breathe this in. Breathe that in to you. Wow. Okay. Final breaths, love. Release and let that go. Okay. So let's move this energy in and out here. Stopping for just gentle movement. Being here in this space and present in your energy. And moving through the collective space of understanding and peace. Here it is. You will find your highest potential. You will find your highest sense of clarity. So let's begin to continue to pull out anything that is no longer serving you and surrender you into your highest self for your highest good, and rest assured that you are enough as you understanding, surrendering to the knowledge that you are enough, surrendering to the wisdom that you have everything that you need at all times, and just allow me to comb through this energy and to release anything that is no longer serving you. Breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Breathe in and out, source, or whatever it is you want to call this lovely energy between you and I, that connection of greatness. That's your business. But being able to share in community is something we all get to have together in coexistence and in beauty. Okay. Relax, relax, relax. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So just letting go of something that maybe hurt you in the past and letting it move on to its next evolutionary path. Not needing to hold on to anything that is no longer serving you, anything that leaves you feeling less than or not whole. We are removing that from your energy field and allowing you to have only the highest vibrations. Okay? Relax, 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 relax. Keep breathing, loves. Keep breathing, loves. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Wonderful, wonderful, lovely energy. Freeing you up. Gotta get the top bob, get the little bangs. Little bangs going. But just letting anything that is no longer serving you go to be removed and go on to its next evolutionary path, to be in rest and relaxation and ease, to be in love with life and all of this beautiful energy around us, to have so much, so much, so much, so much. Okay, one more. Make it really count. Pulling out every last little bit. Wrap it around a little bit. It's gone. I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. Smoothing it out, smoothing it out. Smoothing it out, smoothing it out. Smoothing it out. Okay. I'm gonna go with our Soul Delight. I'm just gonna start to draw Reiki symbols just around your energy field for added protection, just so that you know to keep this vibrational state and not revert back to anything that doesn't serve your highest good, or let anyone come and change your energy, okay? root chakra crystals. Love them. I have way too many. But I think it speaks a lot to my personality of liking to be grounding and finding that as an important characteristic to have for myself, of what I want around me. Okay. Keep breathing, loves. Loves, 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 loves. Relax. And relax, 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 relax. Okay, family. I think you did a fantastic job. I'm going to go ahead and clear you out. Okay? But before I do that, I just want to say, take the time to really own your power, own every aspect about your life, about how you experience things, and you make the decisions and you set the rules for yourself, okay? As long as you're doing things for your greatest good, for your greatest empowerment, to be of love to yourself and to be of light to others, you should be good. Always know that you are worthy and you are enough, okay? So, I'm going to smooth over your aura. Keep breathing here. And then I'm going to go in and seal you with the sign of the infinity. And I'm going to say, if no one has said it, do not touch your face. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. I mean, you're putting round up at those who want to see a blossom in or bloom. I am Jessica, a Reiki master and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We're going to be healing past traumas, and we're going to be doing that through cord cutting, smudging, and some crystal work. So I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and get started. And a new community alert. We are on Patreon now, and it's going to be a nice, fun, energetic play ground for us to explore all kinds of topics. Nothing's off limits, both knowledge and pure entertainment. That's where we're going to have our energy healing circles. You're going to see card pulls, and right now we're doing the Mercury in retrograde prep. So that is everything from all of the calculators, how to calculate your own individual transit, and just stuff in general, and kind of funny little tidbits too. So that information is in the description box, but let's go ahead and get started. So when we're healing past trauma, we're letting go of the things that no longer serve us. And this really brings up the topic of toxic loyalty. Do you know what that is? Toxic loyalty, usually, I'm not going to say usually, I'm going to give an example. An example of toxic loyalty can be when you're working in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th chakra, and you're starting to get to your actual familiar, your family lineage, and kind of like if you're familiar with various levels, your individual level, your familiar level, and your karmic level. So let's get into it. So first thing I want you to do is continue or begin. I mean, clearly you have to have been breathing, right? And I'm just going to put this all around your aura. Okay, sweet pea, my sweet baby. My little sweetness. Don't worry someone's kind of dead, karmic dead for so long, they don't know how to let it go and release it. And this is the point where you have to let it go and release it. So you got that wisdom from why your soul needed to have this experience. But now let's own your ability to let go of things that no longer serve you, especially if it was that toxic loyalty, just because you wanted to be, a loving person because you cared. But we have to empower you. We want you to change through your ability to make these wonderful spiritual, and faith can mean your connectedness, your energy to self. And I let my babies know all the time that I could care less what you believe in. That is your business. You know, sometimes on this journey, we change what we think. Sometimes we combine some things. Sometimes we don't have any structure or whatever. That's your business, okay? I only care about facilitating a community collective experience, so you know you're not alone, because it's going to be very hard on this journey of connecting with yourself, the soul, and all kinds of things, the esoteric, and find one community that will fit and service all your needs. Probably not. But that doesn't mean we can't still be in loving support and in collective with each other. So back to the point about faith, having faith that you can do it, having faith that things will work out. And really, faith is just kind of a bigger concept for a more localized concept, which is just self-trust. Self-trust is pretty much it. Can you trust yourself in understanding that even if it's hard, no matter how hard something is, you will figure it out. No matter how confusing or no matter how many tries it takes, you will figure it out. And removing doubt, but also being realistic. It's tough in life to set the expectation of thinking everything can be without fear. But I think what's a more realistic expectation is perhaps saying, well, even when I do feel fear or doubt, can I still make practical moves for myself? Can I still make decisions that benefit myself and benefit myself in a genuine way, which ultimately benefits everyone else? Which I talked about yesterday. And the answer is, of course. Of course. So let go of people, situations, and circumstances. The OG babies know about that. People, situations, and circumstances. And we also take accountability for our life. Meaning, if your life is not where you want it to be, it is your responsibility to get it there. Doesn't matter where you start. The only thing that matters is that you get to where you want to go. And trust that you can figure out how to get there. Trust that even if no one else you've known was able to do it, that there is something special about you and you will figure it out. Because sometimes we don't even know everyone's full lives. We don't know all of their accomplishments and things like that. Some people that we can look at on a very surface level and think, oh, this is what they've done or what they haven't done. They could have done amazing things and they could be satisfied, or they could decide, okay, I wanted to go a new path. I wanted to go a new path at this point in my life. We don't know. But whatever that assumption is, let it go and believe that you can do something, whatever it is. And also know that things and times are changing. They consistently change. So you not being able to do something maybe years before or now doesn't mean that the time won't change perfect for you. If you're feeling it, other people are feeling it too, and there will be a push to create an opening for you to step in. You just gotta be ready to do that. So removing all that excess energy that we're gonna send it on somewhere else. I like to refer to it as energetically upcycling. Essentially what the concept is here is that the energy we experience, to us personally, we have like a value to it. Based off of where we're at in our life, we experience this energy in maybe positive or not so positive ways. But someone at a different point in their lives could also evaluate this energy in a different way. Opportunities, energy is opportunities, experiences, all of these things that show up in our life. So when it's time to let go of an energy, a cycle, a rhythm, you have to understand that that energy can go somewhere else. And just because you have outgrown it doesn't mean that that energy And so that experience reminds us of sometimes in life we experience or we realize, this is what I want. But instead of being able to stay there initially, we get pulled back into our old circumstances. Why? Because we gotta pack up and move. We gotta pack our shit up. We gotta load the boxes and we gotta move out the house. You don't just go find somewhere new and then you just live there automatically. No, you have to go backwards and tie up all of those loose ends. And so that's what I'm explaining now. That if you're ready to move on to your next job and started working for myself full time. What are some other things that I don't know? It's just those big things that you do. Or even before that, I remember the first time that I lived outside. You leave your parents' house, and then you go live out in the world, and that's a big step. And first time living alone, that's a big step. All of these things that before you may not feel like you have the power, and then over time you just take more and more and more and more and just live the life that you want to live. So if you get anything from that, I would say to just be courageous in how you approach anything you want. And there were many examples. Fear, I remember being younger, like, am I gonna be able to pay my rent? Yes, you will figure it out, like everything is figure outable. And there's a particular time where I was like in between jobs. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay this rent. Everything is, you just figure it out. And I think I could say, just my reflection, being in my 30s, I feel like it's not as hard as I was making it. And I would hope that when I go into my 40s and on, that I will feel a different kind of energy, like, that same kind of level, but somewhere else. All of those things. And yes, if you're new, I'm not 15. I'm grown. There's a reason why you're the babies. So keep breathing through that. So I hope that the things that I say put a smile on your face and bring some encouragement. I have some sessions where, we don't really talk much, and I'm just in there, doing stuff. So before anybody comments, I don't want to hear you talking. It's just not for you. Just go watch another video, okay? It's not for you. But for those who do like my rambles, I hope that what I said just makes you feel a little bit more at home with life, at home with your body, accepting yourself, accepting all aspects of you, makes you feel more grateful, or reminds you to feel grateful to be alive, or that you really just see the mystery and the value of living. And so permission to say a prayer? May I hold you? May I touch you? Okay, let's do this. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self-invalidated information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So Ashe, Chi, Ki, life force energy, different traditions, and we are connecting with that life force energy. Now let's just work through taking little pieces from the past and letting it go. If you've been noticing a shift lately, that you're walking into a new chapter, you might still be in the old chapter, but regardless, let's just let go of any of that old stuff that needs to be removed, that needs to be let go, that needs to be sent somewhere else. So you did a good job meeting new people, developing new connections, having new passions and hobbies. But now, sweetness, now we're going to do something different. Now we're going to do something different. Now we're going to do something different. And in order to do that, we gotta let some stuff go in order to grow. It can be scary to move on. It can be scary to move on when you're the first person to move on. You know, some people will go down with the ship. Just let it go. What is your next season, your next chapter? Where do you need to go? And also, just connect to the understanding or the idea that even if you cannot change the external just yet, people's situation and circumstances, it doesn't mean you can't change the internal. Let's focus on the things we can control. And a lot of times that is finding our uninterrupted space in life. And we gotta find it whichever way we can. I used to say years ago that when you need a moment to yourself, you gotta figure out how to have that consistent moment each day. trust in yourself, believe in yourself, and show up for yourself is the most important thing you can do. Self-care routine, it can be daily, whenever it is that you utilize this. There are different people in the community. Some are here for the relaxation of going to sleep. Some are healing practitioners that are utilizing different skills. And if you're into that, or you need more in-depth training, head on over to Patreon, because we have a lot of that going on also. There are card pulls that happen on Patreon, so that's cool. And for those who are returning, let's go ahead and get into it. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Just relax. Just take some breaths, okay? Okay. A couple more breaths. Just relax. Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Katumi, Yamonja, Oshun, Mawu, and all the Taurus. Please connect us to the Archangel, Spirit Guides, Animal Guides, our lineage, and all for our highest vibrational experience only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience and bringing us together as a community. I say all of this in the name of I Am, Ashe. 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 Okay. So let's go. Okay. So let's go by removing these negative thoughts. And we use the scissors. So taking that first thought and removing them. Now during this moment, you can allow the thoughts that maybe make you feel like you're not enough or you're not good enough or something. You can release them into the session and we can just cut them off. Okay? Cut those thoughts off. Trimming the energetic hairs of your aura. And just in general, just kind of giving it a nice little shape up. But the sensation of cord cutting, the sensation of letting things go that are no longer servicing you, releasing it. Sometimes we need this abrupt end to things that no longer work, so that we can be released from it. So that thought right there, just pulling it out and just being able to remove that as it shows up. Being able to let things go. And the way that you do this in your life is that put yourself in a new environment where you have to do new things, okay? Put yourself in that environment. You do those new things. And that snaps you out of being stuck in a certain mentality, a certain limiting belief about yourself, or just letting these negative thoughts just run wild in the mind. 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 So let's just let some stuff go. Just things that could have shown up from years ago. No longer serving you. You don't need them anymore. You know, negative thoughts give you this false sense of control over things you have no control over. It just wants to be right, and it will let you think anything, any crazy thought in order to be space within yourself to be able to bring new things in. You will never be able to actually get things accomplished on the inside because you're going to have so much that you have to do that it's just overwhelming to get things done. And you can see physical hoarding. That still doesn't stop people from doing it, but you can see physical hoarding. You can see things piling up. You can also ignore it too, but internal hoarding, hoarding emotions, hoarding feelings, hoarding traumas, hoarding experiences. That kind of stuff you can't see. You can play it off really well by being, clean cut on the outside, and on the inside it's just like, a lot going on. You have to hold yourself 1,000% responsible for facing those things and clearing and cleansing them out in your best way. Some people choose a spiritual path, some people choose a religious path, some people choose a mindful path, some people choose a practical path. There's not one right path. It's just whatever you feel connected to and helps you in this journey as you are going forth and clearing out these negative thoughts, because once you remove those negative thoughts, they can turn into positive thoughts. They can turn into but oftentimes you really have to revamp the entire surrounding. Meaning, if you want to stop having negative thoughts, you can't be around people who have negative thoughts too. Meaning, just having an opposing thought is normal. Okay, it's okay to not, everything's gonna be perfect. But if you know that you're around people who complain all the time, and you're trying to stop complaining as much to be in a different space of gratitude, then I would say that you have to shift your energy around them. Or say they're really nice people, but you notice that they fall into these habits that you associate with your negative thoughts. Well, you gotta create distance. There are many people that I love, and I also had to take steps to the side and okay, I'm gonna let you figure that out, but for my own mental health support, internal health support, energetic support, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna wait when you get there, but I'm gonna be over here living my best life, in my blessed life. You feel me? Because there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes you gotta leave the party, because if the party's still jumping, even though everybody is sloppy at this point, they're sweaty, there's no more food left, sometimes you gotta leave the party so that everyone else is like, okay, I think it's time to go home and go to sleep. Just leave the party. Go home and get some rest. Go home and get some rest. Go home and get some rest. Just removing these thoughts that no longer serve you. Removing the thoughts that make you feel less than and not enough. Let's just take them out. And we all learn a lot of stuff from our early experiences. And then we anchor them in through our everyday experience. So just be able to let some of that stuff go. Let some of that stuff go. Let some of that stuff go. Let it go. yourself back from moving on and experiencing life in a new way, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because it's normal. You know, all of these things, a lot of times what happens energetically that I notice is that people will be on a normal cycle and they'll just get stuck somewhere. They'll get stuck at depression, stuck at anxiety, stuck at negativity, stuck at sadness, stuck at just a lack of motivation, you know, stuck at certain places. They don't ever get stuck at happiness. That's what I do notice. They never get, you know, I decided I didn't feel like learning anything else in life except for being happy. No one ever gets stuck there. It would be a great place to be stuck. But that's because maybe there's always something to complain about. But instead, don't feel like you have to just remain where you're at. You can let go of all of that negative stuff. That negative stuff. And not to feel like you have to be tethered to it. So let you just keep on removing this, moving away from these experiences that no longer serve us, no longer service us, going forward in a path that is better. Okay, so put this to the side. Smooth that energy, relax that energy, and balance that energy. Smooth that energy, relax that energy, and balance that energy. Smooth that energy, relax that energy, and balance that energy. Smooth that energy, relax that energy, and balance that energy. Smooth that energy, relax that energy, and balance that energy. And smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. Smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it out. Smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it out. And create space in the energy that is you. Create space that is in the energy of you. And let's fill it back up with positive thoughts or self-constructive thoughts. I'm really proud of myself, or that was really courageous, or that was tough. What's up? I am a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are going to be cutting away any old stuff, whether that is karmic baggage or that is cord cutting. You need to cut away certain connections. Whatever that is, we are going to be and removing that. So if you're new to the community family, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your self-care routine. So you come into the space and you take care of yourself. And if you are new, welcomes. You are now one of my babies, so you get one kiss on the forehead. You ready? Put the foreheads out. And for all my returning babies, you get motherfuckers ass. Mama loves you, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. We start our session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, you ready? Let's go. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Exhale, release. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Okay, fantastic. So, right now, what we're doing and working on here is just getting you nice and relaxed so you can be receptive and open to whatever you need to release. So if you already have some stuff in mind, feel free to start to let it go with your breath. You're using your air as that work to release, okay? So feel free to let it go with your breath. If you're uncovering some things perhaps that are new to your knowledge, didn't know that this, was something you needed to let go, just continue to follow the breath. This will take some of those layers off and make it much easier for you, okay? Okay. Now, we're going to start right here on the crown, okay? And just pulling all the way out there, release. We're going to just cut away any belief systems that no longer serve you. And when I say belief systems, I'm not necessarily saying religious things. What I'm saying here in belief systems is when you developed how you look at the world, you probably developed it when you were young. And you've been using the same belief system as the foundation for everything that you've built off of. And it's amazing how life has become what it is. But we should be able to release, mature, or let go of old systems that don't work. So if we feel when we enter relationships, or if we have goals, if we feel that our needs are not being met, or we feel for some reason behind in life, even though we can see actually it's not that bad, or it's not this, or it's not that, it's because that belief system you created when you were 7 years old is not being satisfied, because the goals you have now is of that person who is whatever your age is. So it's not going to be compatible. So instead of feeling that you have to keep on chasing another person, another goal, another situation, another identity, change the belief system itself. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now here, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. Second breath. Exhale, release. Final breath. And exhale, release it all out. Let it go, okay? So how do you feel? I want your shoulders to melt away from your ears, for you to feel stacked in your frame. So just, and if you need to take some gentle neck movement, you can. You can go forward and back, forward and back. And let's go to the side too. Side, 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 and feel free to do some rolls. And you can focus on one area if it feels good. Opposite direction. Roll it out. And just do a turn, just turning to the right, turning to the left, turning to the right, turning to the left, okay? to see where you are going and what you want when you are going there. It doesn't matter if you're there yet. It doesn't even matter if you have all the resources or the plan in place yet. If you cannot see it, it's going to be very difficult moving forward. There's so many people who want to move forward in their life and they have no clue what it looks like. So visualize that. And the only way to do that is to explore things you like, explore new paths, give yourself that permission. So let's remove some of that old stuff that might be getting in the way there of allowing you to freely see. And it could be for many reasons that I will not list in this moment, but I just want to clear your vision, okay? Just open it up here. Open that up and just work through it. Now we're going to do just a quick little exercise here, just to check that your vision is cleared. Close your eyes. You can of course keep it open if you want to, but you might notice that if you keep it open, you might allow your gaze to just go to a certain point. It might allow it to blur. If you close your eyes, that's fine. Look at it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, okay? Now, see the life you want. See what it looks like. What are you doing? What does your everyday life look like? What's important to you? How do you look? Does your style change? Does your appearance change? Does your environment change? Does how you feel inside change? So whatever that is, feel it and feel yourself there in this moment. In this exact moment, feel yourself there. And start to just walk backwards and create a plan from where you're at to there, okay? So you're just gonna walk backwards, walk backwards, walk backwards, again walk backwards, as well. I'm a totally different person. And I think, especially with how expensive college is, there's this pressure that you have to be able to choose the right thing then and there. When I think that it is just you choosing what you would like to focus on for that amount of time, 10, 15, 20 years. And then once you experience new things in life, you get to choose something else. So I always like to give myself as many choices as possible and give myself the freedom to always be choosing, because I think it makes the experience of life fun and interesting. So just removing any things that make it difficult for you to feel connected with who you truly are, and removing any obstacles as you are rediscovering who you are becoming. So we're just working through that as well. Now let's go on over here to the solar plexus. Let's remove any insecurities, okay? We don't have to go through it. I'm just letting it go. I don't even want you to think about it. Just let it go. You are released from self-doubt. 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 So honor that feeling, okay? So I'm going to just kind of give you a moment for some cleansing, okay? Just some cleansing here. Really take your time. Just all over your energy. Take your time. Releasing and letting go. Take your time. Honoring who you are. Take your time. Making peace in your beautiful journey. Take your time. Letting go of any animosity, sadness, hurt that may have come from the past. You release and you let that go. And no need to judge yourself. Just allow life to happen however it needs to happen, okay? Just slowly going to take this over your energy. When you are cord cutting and you're letting things go, you have to be realistic with yourself and practical. When you cut things out of your life, you are able to move forward, but you may leave things behind that you're used to. But you have to be okay with this new journey being enough. Sometimes people want to move so fast and they're not ready to cut people out. Yes, someone might be toxic in your life, or you might be toxic in someone else's life just because of how life is showing up in the moment. But what you have to be open to is an understanding that if you just completely cut this person off or that person off cold turkey and you're not really ready to move on, you could do even further damage because it's a yo-yo back and forth. So take your time. If you're going to cut something out or leave it out of your life, don't let it back in. Don't use this session to cord cut and then be calling that person the next day, okay? Just release it. So let's just keep going. Keep going. Let's keep going, okay? So now let's let go of the past. You remember once upon a time when it was time to let go of the past. trust in the process that is you. Trust in the process that is you. You know exactly what you need during this time. So be patient. Be patient. And release. Release anything. Any nervousness, any doubt, any fear. Let it go. Exhale, release. Another breath. Exhale, release. One more breath. And exhale and release. Let it go. Use your air, the wind within your body, to move those things up and out, and we'll just remove them, sending them on, okay? When we do this, we want to remember to be more in our body. We want to remember to feel this moment, that no other moment in time matters like this moment. Just rest in this. Just rest in this. Just rest in this. Just rest in this. Just rest in it. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it go. Rest. 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 In this moment with yourself. I'm just going to go in, take little pieces, and as we work through this cycle in our life, new things show up each day. I don't want you to get overly stressed about it. All I want you to do is take it one day at a time. In order to make any movement in anything in your life, all you need is a plan and action. But in order to have a good plan, you gotta do research. Research is learning, exploration, patience. So give yourself some time and permission to explore, to learn, to understand, to pay attention. When the plan will appear, all you have to do is take action after that, but then it'll be very clear for you. Because when you make a plan, when it's not too clear on something that's really big, you're going to end up having to redo that plan and make a whole new plan again. And that's okay. Do the best you can, you know, just accomplish a little bit of here's a little bit of the plan today, okay? And then just keep going. 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 frees you and it frees them to be whomever they really need to be, and for you to be whoever you need to be too. Sometimes two really good people can be stuck in a cycle and not be behaving or showing up as a self that they really want to show up as. It doesn't make anyone evil or bad. It just means let them go. Sometimes the people are memories, the idea of who your parents wanted you to be, who you think you should be at work or within society, who a partner wants you to be, who you thought you should have been. All of that stuff. Cut that cord. So inhale. Exhale. Another one. close to what you used to think or what you initially thought life would be. Open yourself up to this new life, this new memory, this new realization, this new focus. Open yourself up to that. Open yourself up to that, to that, to that. And just go with it, rock with it, be yourself. No judgment. Okay. So now we're going to focus on your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. So when I'm talking about belief here, I'm talking about judgment. So how can we release self-judgment, self-criticism? There's nothing wrong with being objective and learning from our experiences in life. But if we are criticizing simply for the sake of criticizing and not for the sake of making a new turn or understanding a new perspective, then that isn't useful for us. It might be easier to look at it this way. This brain that we have and this body that we have has adapted, over hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years for our species to get to this moment. And the way that we live life, we have, I can't even say evolved because we haven't had enough time to evolve yet. We have rapidly transformed our everyday life and technology. Our body has not caught up to what technology brings us. Because of that, we still have those same fears and anxieties, but we assign it to something different. We assign it to the fear of, what if this doesn't happen? Or what if so-and-so feels this way? Or what if I'll never find X, Y, and Z? Our bodies would have assigned that to perhaps a predator or the fear of starvation before, things like that. But now we just reassign it to something else. So even when we eliminate, okay, this is causing me anxiety, it might pop up somewhere else. It's because you have to help your body evolve. You have to help your body grow. You have to show your body that it is okay, that things are going to be okay. I promise you that any problem you have, you're not the first person to have it, and there are solutions out there. Even if it's a dire problem, even if it's a tough problem, you're not the first person with the problem, and there are solutions. It's okay to feel upset or to feel disappointed. That's fine. But don't lie to yourself and think that there aren't solutions. There are solutions. They may take longer, they may take shorter, but there are. So when you're ready in your own time and you really take your time here, you can step forward and start to release any judgment that you had on yourself of what you could do and what you couldn't do and how you had to look or behave in a certain way. We are letting this go, okay, sweetness, and we're sending it trust my instincts. I trust myself, and I 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 trust my instincts. And then the next thing that you're going to say is, I make peace with my reality. 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 And just inhale. Exhale, release. Continue. Just fall in love with the moment. Keep breathing. Be patient. Be calm. Have a moment to and with yourself. Just trust, trust, trust. 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 Now, how do you feel? How are you feeling? What's coming up for you? Okay. Now just relax. And there's no wrong answers. And I want you to use the comment section as a place where you just express whatever's coming up for you, okay? It's completely okay and open to share with each other, okay? So, as you exhale, release. Let it go. Let go of the years of whatever. Let it go. We're clearing and cleansing you out so that as you step forward in your new path, you step forward with an optimism, or you step forward with an openness. Have you ever gone through life and had to make a next step, but you weren't over the last step? So beautiful things could be happening in your life, and it's so hard to appreciate it because you're still stuck back there. So right now we exhale, of course, right there through your crown. So just cleansing that out, cleansing it out, letting it go, releasing it, and just say to yourself, as you release this in this session, just say to yourself, I let this go. I let this go. Sometimes during these sessions, it'll be easier, sometimes it's not. But in the moment, no matter what it is, just say, I let it go. When you feel a release, make peace with it. Just let it be. Let it go. I release. I let it go. I release. I let it go. I release. I let it go. I let it all 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 go. And let it go from your entire being, from your head all the way to your toes, from your toes back up to your nose, baby. Okay? And just release this here. Cleansing out. Because I want you to get back to you. I want you to get back to your sweet-natured self. I want you to get back to the person that you know you are. I want you to get back to the person who enjoys life, is having fun. No matter what that fun is, I want you to define what fun is, okay? I want you to enjoy this. I want you to enjoy this. I want you to enjoy this. Just enjoy this. Enjoy it all. Every little bit. Let's move it on. Every little piece. Let's move it along. Every little something we release. Every little something we let go. And just make peace. 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 Make peace, make peace, make peace. Just relax it on out, okay? So I'm just going to calmly start to Is everything okay? Can you feel connected to where you are going? Did you release and did you let go of whatever it was that you needed to be released from or to be removed from your energy? Whatever that is, okay? Just relaxing into this. And I'm gonna say to you, sweetness, good job. You did great. And let it go. I really appreciate you all giving me that feedback of how you liked our first very long video. And my favorite feedback out of all of that was you saying that you want to hear what I'm talking about, but you fall asleep. That's okay. That's okay. Fall asleep. Listen again. Fall asleep. That's fine. What you should do is just use it how you need it. If you want to listen to it during the day, listen to it during the day to calm you down. If you want to listen to it before you go to sleep, listen to it before you go to sleep, to just go to sleep. If you want to just be in this moment with yourself, be in this moment with yourself. Don't put any expectations of how you need to do this or that. Enjoy it. You know me. You know how we've been rocking it out since 2019. And our community has transformed in many ways. And I've had the good fortune of seeing a lot of practitioners, having a lot of apprentices. Even before I had the apprenticeship, I just would be doing trainings and attunements. And what I notice is that throughout this whole thing, it is just about our individual journey. We're all looking for a way to feel more in our bodies, to feel more balanced in life. And that's going to look different for each person. So just know, you're not doing it wrong. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to work on yourself. There were many times that I planned my life in a certain way, and the universe was like, stop. Go focus on this, especially my health or my life or my well-being. Go focus on that. Worry about that first, and then you can come full circle. And the more that I opened myself to that, the more I was able to not only feel better in life, but to redo old systems and patterns that I had felt very deeply inside of me. And to this day, I uncover and I try new approaches in ways that I never imagined that I would be able to experience. And I find myself in a state of gratitude. I can't say all the time, I live everyday regular life, it is what it is. But the moments that I can take out and just be in gratitude, it feels so very special. And it feels like I felt like home, and it's such a wonderful feeling to feel at home within my body. It took me a long time and a long life to be able to do that. And so I take all of these skills that I learn and that I experience and that I grow with, and I bring it to the community and share it with you all. And I teach others how to do that, as well as just kind of live my life, just allowing it to be. So if you get anything from this, just live your life how you want to live your life, and that is all you need to do, sweetness. And for any of you all that are curious or interested in the apprenticeship, the pre-week is happening, like I said in the beginning, July 30th. And so that said, once I rediscovered